Thank you for joining me for the fourth episode of my asset score. I think this is a great time to do a follow up on the last episode, which was on Tesla and NEO, but specifically Tesla because it had such a down week this week. So, starting the week, the stock hit, I think, just over 500, and at the low point, it was down to about 375, which represents about a 25% drop in the overall stock price. So it's a pretty big swing for 1 week. Settled, I think, at the end of the week about 418-ish. I actually bought more shares at about 429, so I'm still a little under what I bought additional shares at. But I think this is a really good demonstration on how volatile a stock like Tesla can be. Um, if you really look closely at this, you'll see that there's a lot of options traded on this. There's a lot of short selling, and so there is just going to be, and then there has been just a ton of volatility here. So um, while a stock like this may sound great, you have to have the stomach for it, and you have to be able to be okay with losing a lot of money in one day if you want to um, be okay with making a lot of money in one day. It's kind of a give and take here. The stock is not for the faint of heart, as demonstrated by these incredibly large price swings, even within a week period. So, once again, I did not sell any Tesla stock. We actually added about 10 shares, um, and we're still, we have a loss on those shares. But um, yeah, so that's just kind of uh, my Tesla holdings. I want to be transparent with what we have. So, um, and that not all the decisions we make are positive, and they don't all turn out great. Right now, again, we're still down from when we bought additional shares this week. So, just kind of shows that it's there's nothing certain here, and that we all just do the best we can with the information available. Um, So I think a good way to look at investing is like chopping down a tree. Um, the one area we have control is over the inputs. I don't work for Tesla, and I have no ability to control its stock price. So the only thing I can do is control the inputs, which in my case would be having the discipline to set enough aside enough money to be able to contribute and invest uh, regularly, and then two, do the research on the stock. I think stocks can be incredibly rewarding if you're willing to, one, have the discipline with your budget or with your cash flow to set aside money regularly, and then two, to do the research and make as informed a decision as you can. It's not to say that you'll know for sure, but you'll know a lot more than if you don't do the research. You can see, I'd like to think you can see patterns forming in stocks, and so we really get to, if you look in the numbers closely, you can see where they're at. You can see how much cash they have, how much money is coming in, how much money is going out, just kind of basic things. And then you take as much information as you can and you make the best decision possible at the time. And that's where I think doing the regular investments helps because you're not putting all your money in at once and you're what we call like dollar cost averaging in terms of getting in at different entry points. And so if you put all your money in 1 week and then the next week it goes down again, you're going to have this buyer's remorse. Whereas if you take more of a dollar cost averaging strategy, you can do that and know that, okay, if it goes down more, I'm going to get in some more shares at a lower price. And I think this is a good way to go. I try never to buy all my shares at once. Minimum, I try to buy over like 3 or 4 stages. And sometimes it can be over a much longer phase than that. So, um, yeah, just kind of the key here is to try to be regular and try to be purposeful in your investing and have a plan and just do the best you can with the information available. You don't have to be 100% right. You can make a lot of money if you're just 80% right or 70% right. So just try to be as right as you can and learn a lot and yeah, just know what you're getting yourself into too, and just in terms of the kind of stock you're getting into, and make sure you can handle the volatility of the type of stock. So, just want to thank you for joining us. If you like what we're doing and like to see more content, I'd love if you subscribe to our channel. And then if you want to add comments too, we'd love to get more feedback from you. So just thank you again for visiting, and I hope to see you again soon.